All right, let's dive into something that's a huge deal for schools all across America. How do you pick the right IT partner when every single dollar is being counted? Today, we're going to unpack a really insightful report from Bob Slovic at Virtualization Options LLC. They're a Colorado-based advisory group, and they've put together a fantastic vendor-neutral guide to help school districts make much smarter decisions.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the massive financial storm that's hitting schools. Then we'll talk about a better way forward through what are called strategic partnerships. After that, we've got a step-by-step playbook for making your decision, a huge warning on how to avoid getting trapped by vendors, a special look at the rural divide, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with some clear, actionable steps for you. So first, let's really set the stage here. School districts everywhere are getting squeezed by what this report calls a perfect fiscal storm. And what that means is you've got less money coming in, more demand for technology, and infrastructure that's getting older by the day. It's a combination that puts just enormous pressure on tech budgets.
And to get a sense of the scale here, we are not talking about small trims around the edges. A 23% average cut in IT spending, that is a massive hit. It directly threatens a school district's ability to even function in today's digital world.
And you know, this isn't just happening in a few places. We're talking about 2/3 of all K-12 districts feeling this pinch. That's the vast majority of our schools all struggling to fund the very technology that's become absolutely essential for a modern education.
Now this number, this is just staggering. $2.4 billion in projects that have just been put on hold. You can think of this as a giant technology debt. For every project that gets postponed, you've got equipment getting older, security risks getting bigger, and a system that's just falling further and further behind.
And the real pain isn't just in the budget numbers on a spreadsheet. It's in all the hidden costs, right? It's the classroom that loses an entire day of learning because the network is down. It's the growing risk of a super expensive data breach. But most importantly, it's the students who are falling behind because they don't have reliable access to digital tools.
So, this all leads to the big question. With budgets this tight, is there a smarter way for districts to handle all of this? Well, according to the research, the answer is a resounding yes.
And that answer lies in a whole new model for success. It's about shifting from a simple buyer-seller relationship to a true strategic IT partnership. See, this isn't just about buying boxes of hardware anymore. It's about buying outcomes.
Okay, look at the contrast here. The old way meant gigantic upfront costs, putting all the burden on your internal team and being stuck when you needed to grow. The partnership model, on the other hand, turns that into predictable monthly expenses, gives you access to a whole team of outside experts, and lets you scale up or down as your needs change. It's a complete shift toward flexibility and expertise.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do you actually find the right partner? Well, this next section is basically a practical playbook for navigating what can be a really complex decision-making process inside a school district.
First things first, you have to know the players, and it's almost always a team effort. You've got the superintendent, the IT director, the school board, and the procurement officials. And here is the absolute key. They all have slightly different goals and very different concerns.
Now, the journey from realizing you have a need to actually signing a contract, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We're talking a multi-step process that usually takes anywhere from 6 to 12 months. It starts with figuring out your needs, getting the budget approved, and then goes all the way through a really tough technical evaluation before a final choice is made.
So, this is the really crucial point. A potential partner has to speak to everyone's needs. The superintendent? They're focused on educational outcomes, but they're worried about the budget. The IT director? They need the system to be reliable, but they're concerned about it being too complex. And the school board? They demand fiscal responsibility and transparency. A winning proposal has to address all of these.
All right, now for a really critical warning. One of the biggest dangers in picking a partner is getting trapped. It's a thing called vendor lock-in, and it can turn what seemed like a great partnership into a really long-term headache.
The things that trap you are called exit barriers. Basically, think of them as obstacles, whether they're in the contract, in the technology, or in the finances, that make it almost impossible to leave a provider, even if their service is terrible or their prices get jacked up.
So here are the most common traps you have got to watch for. Long-term contracts with huge penalties to leave early. Proprietary systems that no one else in the world knows how to manage. And providers who make it incredibly difficult to get your own data back. Just knowing these exist is your best defense.
Well, let's shift our focus for a second to a group that's facing an even tougher set of challenges. For rural school districts, pretty much every problem we've talked about is amplified. And that means they need specialized strategies and solutions. And look, this isn't just theory. Just take it from Superintendent Sarah Johnson. Her district totally transformed its capabilities and cut costs by 30% with the right kind of partner. They literally closed the digital divide for her students. It can be done.
The hurdles for rural districts are just unique. They struggle with basic internet connectivity, a lack of local tech support, and they just don't have the size, the economy of scale to negotiate good prices. It is a really tough environment to operate in. But the good news is, new technology is starting to provide some real answers. Next-gen satellite internet is an absolute game changer. Edge computing, which processes data locally so you don't rely on spotty internet, is another one. And when districts team up regionally, they suddenly get the buying power they were missing on their own.
Okay, so we've covered the problems, we've walked through the solutions. Let's bring it all together and talk about what you can actually do to build a better IT future for your district.
Here are the 5 key takeaways from all this. Number 1, do a deep, comprehensive evaluation of any provider. 2, negotiate flexible contracts that have clear exit strategies built in. 3, look into partnering up with your neighbors. 4, if you're rural, invest in tech made for rural challenges. And finally, number 5, make this a continuous cycle of improvement, not a one-and-done decision.
And here's how you can get started, like right now. First, just assess where you are today and identify the gaps. Next, get all those key stakeholders we talked about in a room. Then start exploring the new options and partners that are out there. And finally, take action to build a better system.
We'll leave you with this final thought. Take a really hard look at your current IT situation. Is it truly setting up your students and your staff for the future, or is it really just keeping the lights on? The choice you make has consequences that are going to last for years and years to come.